But on the other hand, look at business development. What is the typical hit rate? That's an interesting question. What is the typical hit rate of a contractor in project business? It is about 10% because you have 3 competitors. One is the competitor, of course. The second is that the customer says, now we got 3 offers, proposals, from vendors, potential, prospective contractors say, now we know how to do that. Let's do it by ourselves. And the third competitor is that the customer thought, okay, we will find someone who does it for us for 1 million euros.
It's cheaper.
And now the cheapest offer is 2 million that they say, hey, doesn't pay back that time. We cannot afford that.
Actually, quite honest, I think that's also a success if you have enough transparency to say, listen, this is out of our budget, before I spend the money.
Absolutely. And then you do not win the business because there is no more business there at all. And by the way, my oldest example for that, are you aware of Giacomo Casanova?
Of course.
Yeah, the womanizer, the famous. Do you know what his job was, his profession?
No.
He was a project contractor.
No!
Really? What he did was to travel to the different kings and queens and so on of his time, and to offer them lotteries. Yeah, he told them, you all have problems with your money.
So
I'll make a lottery and it will bring you a lot of money into your cash. And I like to have some of that, but I work as a contractor for you.
I didn't know that.
And he did it with Catherine the Great in Russia. And he also tried it with Frederick the Great, Frederick II of Prussia. And Frederick the Great said, okay, now that Casanova was here and explained us what he's going to do with us, now we know how to do it and do it by ourselves.
Smart. We have one more topic.
Yes.
That we talked about beforehand that I definitely want to get to spend some time on, and that is the hot topic of the age, AI, artificial intelligence.
Yes.
What's your connection to AI?
I'm currently in a submarine project. That's all I can say about that at the moment. And it will be, I hope, it will be interesting and fascinating. But what I can tell you is what the pain point is that we are going to address. And the pain point are 3 Ps. The first, not what you think. The first P stands for polluting. What we find is that a lot of data that AI is based on is simply polluted with poor information. The AI, the people driving AI forward, whether it is ChatGPT or their customers, Grammarly and LinkedIn now and many others, PMI is on this way too, I think. What they do is they collect a lot of data and think, okay, the more data we have, the better the responses of AI will be. And the problem is when you get a lot of data without really data scrubbing, without cleaning them, you have a lot of pollution.
Or having some kind of evaluation process or vetting process, which is time consuming and expensive.
Exactly. I found that out. What I recommend everyone in this business to do is to go to ChatGPT and ask a question in the prompt. Who is Oliver Lehmann? And then I looked at the results and I found out, okay, some is right, some is polluted, wrong. I was an author of certain books that I never wrote. I am the manager of a company. I know the company. We have no business connection with each other, and so on. So there were some good information, some very flattering information, and some false information. Now, the problem is for a normal user, you cannot separate that. You cannot say, okay, this is valid and this is invalid. When you ask for yourself, the good thing is you know what is wrong. There is no question about that. Then I had the idea to correct that. Then I asked myself, can you correct that? So I told ChatGPT, okay, Oliver Lehmann did not write this book, but wrote another book. And he's not managing this company. He's self-employed. And then a message came back, sorry for that. It really said sorry, and very polite. And then changed that, and I asked the question about myself again. And with 2-3 steps like that, all the errors came out.